Today is day one. Day one, quote number one. That's crazy, when you're hella nervous and shit. But yeah, so I'm gonna start doing daily quotes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start doing quotes that I started feeling like some type of way. Like it made me start thinking, questioning, like really trying to understand like what the meaning behind the quote is. And I just want to, kind of like share that a little bit because I usually end up in those conversations that, be taking a toll, like a honest way to, understanding life and stuff like that, trying to really understand stuff. But today's quote actually is gonna be, if being wealthy already made sense to you, you'd already be wealthy. Crazy, ain't it? Something so simple, something in that sentence so simple, such as, just being wealthy, if it makes sense, you'd already be it. Like, simple, right? But when I first heard this, it really was that simple. And on a more not relative, but in a more understanding term, it should be as just simple then as learning being wealthy, and I would be it. But now it also put it in perspective, when it's if that was the case, then why would not a lot of people be wealthy? Why is not a lot of people have an understanding for it? If so many people want to be it, why is it a low understanding for it? And so it really made me think. So I personally, people say drive and stuff like that, what is your why? And realistically, in my eyes, sometimes when you either are so consistent or you do it so much, and for most people, their why might be that strong that that's all they have to think about. But for the most people, the why is not even all they have to think about. A push that really makes me at least keep going personally is it was a talk or something, but it was not even wanting to do it. Doing it on the days you don't want to do it is when it actually matters, because you're not gonna always feel waking up and going to school, or waking up going to work, or not wanting to go hang out with friends, whether it be something I want to do is play pool, but I just never have. I can't, because I'm either doing something or they always doing that at the time I'm doing something. And so you gotta really find the drive to just do it when you don't even feel like it, because that's when you really unlock that certain feel, that certain touch to actually keep on going in that push. And now and the way that correlates to being wealthy though is because as simple as you can't really just do that same work every day, or have that drive to log on to your Shopify, or go market outside, or even door knock. Something as simple as door knocking. I used to door knock and the weather just be hella cold or hella hot. Out here in Vegas, it's hella hot, and so you don't feel like doing it. You just got that oh my god, I think I would even get sunburned. Start making little excuses. But for me, you set that minimum, or overachieve what others are doing. You just it could be as simple as comparing, just keep on going. And it's so crazy because I promise you, let's say the 70% of the days I do my stuff, I do it because I understand I have to do it, and just keep on going. But maybe to that 30, 20, 10% of the time that I just don't feel like doing it, bro, trust me, the second you start moaning when you wake up or something, or freaking not moaning, but just not feeling like doing it, don't take that crazy, but just getting to that point where you just don't feel like doing it, like, of course you're gonna like just rather lay down for that day. But you know, them days add up. It's crazy because you probably heard, you know, 365 days. If you used to get only $365, you know how to spend it, you know, or something like that. You know, those analogies where they try to, like, you know, make you make sense of how much time you really have. And realistically, it's crazy because we really don't have that much time. We really don't. And life is so taken for granted. A lot of people take it for granted. Like, I even took it for granted because, you know, you sleeping, like, you don't even think this stuff can happen in your sleep, but really it could. Like, it really could. Or like driving is a lot of people's, like, you know, fall and stuff like that. So don't take life for granted. Literally do not. Like, whether it be praying every day, you gotta pray. I'm telling you, pray. That's the number one thing you can do is pray. Like, sometimes that's the food for your soul. That's what some people put it in perspective for me. It's like, you know, you just gotta pray. So all these things all correlate. They all go back to making sense. You know, making sense to if being wealthy made sense to you, you'd already be it. So all these things, you know, are collected or collectively adding on to the simple factor of being wealthy. Like, do you not think, like, you would want to see, you know, a day that you could relax? Obviously, you know, when you work so hard for so long, you actually, some people, you know, and life with 70-hour work weeks, like, obviously, you know, it's hard to, like, stop once you get to that point. But trust me, you want to work to the point where, like, you can choose where you work, or you can tell people to work. Like, imagine that, like, bro, that's crazy. Like, actually telling people to work. Like, I'm not talking in a manager sense, I'm talking like them CEO sense. Like, I don't even want you here. Like, I don't even want you here. You can walk them off your premises and stuff like that. Like, trust me, that feeling, like, even imagining yourself in those positions would actually help a lot, because, you know, they actually feel good. So, like, I would just tell y'all to not only just keep pushing, but understand being wealthy. You know, the way you wear, the dress appearance, bro. I'm over here like no offense, but like sagging when I was like a little kid and stuff like that, sagging, or like doing little stuff like laughing too loud, like, you know, all that childish stuff. Like, trust me, every little increment matters when you're in that one area. You want to give off the energy that you already, you know, have this sense of being wealthy. You want to give that type of aura to yourself to where you're feeling like, oh, okay, I've already been here, I've been doing this is easy to me, you know. You want to give that sense of this is where you belong. Having money is where you belong, you know. Actually even giving money is where you belong, you know. Because a lot of people need to understand that even having money in your pocket is a lot, but, you know, a lot of people that lost money once they had money. Like, they go from nothing to like something, like a good amount, and then come right back down to nothing. Like, it's so crazy how many people actually can do that. And it's like, it seems simple. Like, once you have money, you're good for life. Like, you know, put in a little stock or something, bro. No, bro. Like, I'm telling you, a lot of people can drain something to nothing real quick. So, yeah, just understand being wealthy. Understand what being wealthy means, and really have that connection to where you know being wealthy is, like, you know, makes sense. But yeah, that's code number one, y'all. Hopefully y'all had some type of connection with that one, because, you know, the first time I heard it, you know, them little goosebumps came out and stuff. And it's like, yeah, that's when I really had that spark to, you know, start